Do you want to get better at backgammon? One of the best ways to do it is by practicing against a software such as Extreme Gammon or XG. It has a lot of useful tools and features that will help you learn and improve. And in this video, Sofia Eystrustein and Oliver Squire join me to do just that. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my great pleasure to welcome two guests, one new guest, Sofia, and a returning guest, Oliver Squire. I'll welcome them one at a time. We'll start with Sofia at the top. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and us. Hello.
My pleasure. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Very good, very good. It's always a pleasure to see friends and new friends and play backgammon. And then we'll welcome
Yeah.
Oliver at the bottom. Hello, Oliver.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. How are you? How have you been? Everything good?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, looking forward to the games today. Thanks for
Yeah,
inviting me.
this is going to be really good. I have a few personal initiatives. One of them is to get more players playing backgammon, in particular underrepresented demographics such as youth and women. So I'm happy to have the both of you. Maybe we'll ask a couple questions to Sofia. How long have you been playing backgammon?
Uh, just over 2 years. 2 years
Okay.
and 3 months, I think.
And
Yeah.
you live in Denmark, right?
Yes, I do. I live in Denmark because I'm studying here, but I'm from the Faroe Islands.
Yeah. But backgammon is very popular in Denmark. Is it popular in the Faroe Islands too, or not so much?
I don't think many people know the game exists in the Faroe
Okay.
Islands.
And how do you think we could get more women to play backgammon?
It's so difficult. I'm trying to get my girlfriends to play it. I've gotten some to play it with me, but I'm not sure. Maybe start in a casual way, not thinking too much about PR. Maybe start at a party or
Yeah.
at a bar. Maybe meet a few women together without men, so it can also be a nice. I don't know, have some girly time. It's very underrepresented with women backgammon, but so is chess.
So is
They
chess, yeah. This
they
is
haven't had luck yet.
I know. I know. Well, we'll try. We'll try. And I know the two of you played doubles and won a championship. Tell us the story about how you first met.
Uh, you want to tell it, Oliver? Should I?
I can tell it.
You want to
So
tell it? Yeah.
I guess like 2 years ago, I went to Copenhagen in Denmark to watch the UBC final between Mochi and Sander. I was there for another reason as well, but I met Anna Sophia there. She came to watch it. Were you just interested in the game? And had you come across Backgammon Galaxy on YouTube and found it out that way?
Yes, I was in a hospital. I was sick, and I had slight brain damage, so I wanted to train my brain, and so I started playing backgammon. I found Mark Olsen actually, and then I learned all my backgammon terminology by watching commentated videos actually. So, and
Hmm.
I think when I met you, was it December 2023? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was so nice meeting you.
We just got talking and became friends, and then decided to join the doubles event together in Aachen. And yeah, wouldn't have expected to win it, of course, but it's just incredible.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I know Aachen is a great tournament run by Marcus Reinhardt and his team, and it's a pleasure to have the two of you. I think this is great. Of course, the viewers know Oliver is a top grandmaster. I don't know, Anna Sophia, if you know, I gave Oliver the name Mr. Super Jackpot because he wins
Yeah,
every
yeah.
super jackpot that he
Mm.
plays, and I had the pleasure of meeting him not too long ago here in Los Angeles, where he won the super jackpot and the main event. I told him next time, instead of coming all the way to Los Angeles, we'll just ship him the trophy so he can save a trip.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great way to have a top player with a intermediate or advanced player who's learning and improving. It's a great way to learn and improve and get more people into the game. Okay, in this video, we're going to be playing an unlimited game session with Anna, Sofia, and Oliver. We'll do consulting doubles. Maybe we can have maybe Anna, Sofia tell us her thought process, and then maybe Oliver, you can add anything, or if you have any other ideas. We're playing on a beautiful Backgammon Galaxy Earth board. This is the Nebula purple inlay. The XG board is made by Rain. He makes beautiful XG boards. There's a link in the description of where you can get them. Playing the black checkers at the bottom, XG the white checkers at the top. The most important thing is to have fun, and number two, to learn. I'm sure there'll be a lot of learning. You're welcome to consult with me. The final decision is up to you as the guest. Just let me know how you'll play, how you'd like to play it. So we're playing unlimited games with the Jacoby and Beaver Raccoon. Anna Sophia, are you familiar with the Jacoby rule?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. So for the viewers, it states that you cannot win a backgammon or a gammon unless the cube has been turned. Okay, here we go. So 5-1.
Yeah, it's a just 13-8, 24-23. What do you think, Ollie?
Yeah, looks fine. I sometimes slot against weaker opponents, but this is fine.
Yeah, you can. XG is not that weak, is it?
Not so. Okay, 6-5 runs. Now double 5. Okay, so
Yeah. I think we just play a regular. We hit on the ace first, I think, and then we want to activate gammons, right? To get the cube turned. So we could just make the 3-point, although sometimes in more gammon savish plays, you just run from the 23 and play. But I think it would be good to activate more gammons here and keep the last straggler from escaping, since we're behind also in the race now. Before we'll be 15 pips ahead, I think, after the roll. But what do you think, Ollie?
Yeah, I think that's right. It's usually right to just make both points.
On stacks also. That's nice. So
it's quite rare not to do this.
With the fourth checker on the 8-point, you're not breaking the 8-point to make the 3 points, so that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 6-5.
Gonna run.
Yep. And now, would you like to roll or double?
I would prefer to roll. What about you, Ollie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oliver, what do you think would have to change to make it a double? What if this checker were on the bar?
So if it was on the bar, it'd be like 16 ahead. Yeah, that would be a double.
Yeah. Okay. So here we'll roll 6-5. Okay.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to make the 18-point anchor. I think it's a good asset for the rest of the game. We're also
okay.
Yeah.
Now 6-2. Okay, so this is going to be a boring holding game.
Yeah.
5-2.
Yeah, we could just 13-8, 6-4. Nice to build a board also. Two downs, also an option. What do you think, Ollie?
I think they've got to be like really close.
Yeah, I think so. Those are the two candidates. You raised less.
Yeah, I don't think the race is clear enough to consider coming off the 18, but maybe in a different situation you could consider it.
Yeah, it's also maybe. Yeah.
So 13-8, and then.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's either 6-4, 13-11. Could also be 8-6. That's pretty inflexible, but wastes the least pips for the race. I would probably just play, I don't know, 6-4.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
fine.
not sure.
Okay. This should be fine. Yeah. Now 4-2. Okay. Now 4-1.
Yeah, we duplicated our own fours. They're probably there to cover, or the fours are duplicated. But I think we could just hit and play to the 13 again. The race is quite
Yes.
close. A double could easily change the match if we don't hit. What do you think, Ollie? Do you think we should
Not sure
just
about this.
cover
Leaves a lot of
return hits?
shots. We do have a stronger home board, so maybe we should use it.
Yeah,
If we just cover, I don't know, like, are we going to get stuck there, maybe, you think?
yeah.
We could get
If they
stuck.
hit us back, the race is gonna be slightly even again. We could also just cover and play 8-7. Can we look at that? It just looks good with the 4-point board, but it's a bit passive,
Yeah.
I think.
It is quite passive, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Maybe it's a good opportunity to try and come forward here.
yeah, and it would also be nice to get the cube turned somehow. There are not many gammons here when we don't hit, are there?
Can we look at the other one again?
Yeah, the hit.
Do you want to look at hit and lift, maybe?
Yeah, the hit and lift. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't consider this one, but
This doesn't look great. I don't like it.
I mean, it could be better because it reduces return shots and there's no double hits this way.
That's true. Yeah. Just looks a bit awkward with the dilly builder and the 2 blots in the outfield. Could be right. I would be surprised if it is, but yeah.
I think this. I think that this is looking like fine to me actually, since it reduces like return shots and I think it looks a bit better than 14-13 now.
Like this. So when I look at this position, I think this is an interesting position because we're playing a holding game, right? So black is called the defender and white is the attacker. Usually the attacker is ahead in the race, but in this case it's reversed. So I guess the basic game plan is you just want to kind of break contact. The best way to do it from here is to roll like a subsequent double 5, 4, 3, or 2 to try to break contact as much as possible. So when I think about that, there are basically four of those rolls out of 36. So there are 32 out of 36 that do not. So basically that's 8/9, right? So that's about 90% or so. So the probability of rolling that on the next roll is 11%. The probability of rolling it in the next 2 rolls is basically 89% times 89%, which is about 80%. So the probability of rolling it becomes 20%. The idea is that the longer you wait, the more chances you have of rolling a double and kind of breaking things. But here, with being ahead in the race, I guess I don't know if you want to create more contact or just try to break the contact. So that's those are the thoughts that go on in my mind.
Yeah. I get
I'm
that.
not sure. Like we've got a 3-point board versus a 2-point board, but white's structure looks quite good to be able to contain if they do manage to hit.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. We'll only be ahead by 14 pips. after, which is effectively like 10 pips. So I
Yeah.
don't know if that's enough to just wait there. So, like if we were
Yeah.
maybe 20 pips ahead, but
That would be
then
a
we'll have
different
less.
story, I think. Yeah.
Then we'll have less time to wait though. So I'm not sure.
The other thought is when you leave a return shot, I always think to myself, how bad is it if I get hit? So if you leave a shot and you do get hit, you obviously lose a lot of ground in the race. There are other blots to consolidate.
Yeah.
So what is the preference?
Yeah, maybe worth to mention both Oli and I have time trouble management problems. So that's why we take a lot of time
Yeah.
to decide.
Yeah, we would have already lost some time by now. Um,
I remember they had to have some sort of a ruling for one of your matches in Los Angeles, Oliver.
yeah, yeah. Don't want to get into that now, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Time
Okay,
management.
so
What do we do, Oli? Do we?
I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just 8-4-8-7 kind of looks the most natural, but
Yeah, 8-4-8-7. Yeah, that looks nice. I mean, also for later return shots.
yeah,
We can
I guess this
we
is
can
what
see
I'm playing.
we can see what happens. I'm not entirely sure.
okay, so we'll go with this one.
Mhm.
Very good. 6-4. Okay, now up by 4. 4-3.
That's nice. Yeah, should I say what? I'm
Please
just
do.
thinking. Could be 13-9-8-5. It's probably quite pure. There's also, I mean, you always have to look at the opponent's home board. There are 2 blots, so that
Right.
allows you to play with a little bit more risk, but it still gives them some hit and cover numbers, and that's not very nice. So this also looks good. What are your thoughts, Ollie?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, another 6-4. Okay, the race is getting closer. All right,
Yeah.
now 2-1.
Ooh, yeah. We need to think cover and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, 3-1. All right, strengthens the board. Now the race is even. 6-2.
Yeah. Could just play 2 down, but you can also play 8-2, 4-2. Move the point. The race is basically even. Yeah, almost even. So, what do you think, Ollie?
Yeah, go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, this one could lead to liabilities if we roll an ace. We might have to bury check.
1-6, 1-6, 1-5. Yeah, that's true. So maybe just two down.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the things I've learned by playing with top players such as Oliver and others is the correct play is always dependent on the likelihood of future outcomes. So you always have to think about what happens in the future. If you make the 2-point and you roll a 6-1 next, you leave a blot. But here you don't have to worry about that. The other thing that I've learned is once you have the 18-point in the middle game, it's okay to break the midpoint. You don't need the midpoint quite as much. And this gives you the mobility if you roll like 6s and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Double 5. Okay, so now down by 12.
Oh,
5-3.
that's not that good. Yeah, 11-6. I would say 8-2-5. Or
Yeah.
Okay. Would you double as white in this position?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 crossovers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure if it's enough.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. No double. Rolls a 2-1. All right. 6-1.
Yeah, I don't think we want to leave shots. Do you want to leave a shot, Oliver? No.
No. I don't think
No.
so.
Okay, great.
So that means this is a 6?
Oh, yeah. And could be just 5-4. Could also be 3-2 for more flexibility later on, but then there are 2 plots in the board. If we roll a 6-1.
I don't think the plots matter really. So yeah, it's only if you roll 6-1, get hit, and then hit back, which is an extremely unlikely situation.
Like a immediate double 6, yeah.
It's a bit more flexible to play
Okay,
3.
so 3-2. Okay. 6-1. All right. Now 3-2.
What do you think about breaking contact? Or do we make it too easy for him?
I think it's very unlikely we get a shot now, so we might as well
I
just
think
go for the
so.
race. I think we could
Yeah.
have maybe done it before we rolled the 6-1 as well. Like, this might have been unnecessary to stay there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Okay. So we'll do that. Now double 3. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna
We'll
be
need something big. 6-1.
it's gonna be a double pass now.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, 6-1. Yeah, just a 16-10 maybe, and need to look at which doubles work. If we play 15-14, double 4 works next to get them all in, right?
Yep. Okay. So would you double as white? With the 7-pip lead in the race?
I think I would, yeah, here.
Okay. Oliver, would you take his black?
So usually you can take up to being about like effectively 12% behind in the race, and I would count the the 2 extra checkers on the 1 point for black to be like extra, like 2 extra pips, really, and also the extra crossovers are lead to the race being effectively like maybe 9 pips behind. So I don't think you can take. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, double. And you agree on the pass?
Yeah.
Okay, well
Yeah.
played. We'll analyze the first game. So we'll go
It's a-
through the straightforward ones quickly. The 5-1 was standard, and then the double 5. This was the right idea, right? Yeah. You have the extra checker in the zone. The 6-5 was right, and the 5-2. These were all close. Actually, look at that. It did
I
like
prefer
break.
that.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah.
No, these were close, but I think this was the most difficult decision.
Yeah. Oh, it was the lift. Okay.
There
Yeah.
was the lift.
Interesting. I found it so.
You almost persuaded us in the end, Alex, to do this.
It was what?
You almost persuaded us to do this. It's looking,
I try my best.
it's
I
looking
tell
all
people
right.
sometimes I'm wrong. My wife says more than sometimes. So, what are your thoughts looking at this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Makes
suppose
sense.
like we're just not ahead enough in the race to wait and plan to just roll a double and win the race. We need to try and go for a bigger advantage. And but looking at the numbers, it looks like our gammon's increased by a whole 14% by hitting, which is huge.
Right. So
Twos are also duplicated.
the twos have to come in and hit back, but there are good 6s and 1s from the bar. So one of the things I do is like I'll look at it on another board, and you said, well, it's the race, so maybe adjust the race now. Here, still, but they're closer. So this is only a 49 point error. So
Could you?
I suppose it's just like using the stronger home boards. We do have a 3-point board versus a 2-point board.
Right.
Might as well just often you just hit in that situation.
Okay. That was an interesting one. Okay, and then the 4-3, a lot of these were very straightforward, nothing special here. The 6-2, yeah, this was bringing 2 down. and making the 2-point was close. But again, that we talked about the 6-1, and the 5-3 was bringing things in. And how close was it? Look how close it was to break the
Yeah,
tie.
yeah.
But it might have been better to do this.
Yeah.
It's really close.
Maybe
I
a
guess-
roulette.
Yeah, the idea I feel is like all these checkers here. This is going to take a lot of crossovers and has plenty of time before rolling a shot, and the race is relatively close. So your racing chances are better if you start escaping. Okay, and then the 6-1, yeah, these were close, and then the 3-2, yeah, you had to no more time, and the 6-1, it didn't matter. This was a pass. Okay, so that was a good first game. We'll move on to the second game with the 5-3, just the standard.
Yeah.
Okay. 5-2 will bring 2 down. Double 6, great roll.
Nice. 24, 18, 13, 7.
Okay.
Do you agree? Oh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay,
That was.
now it's a mutual holding game, up by 9 pips. You want to roll, right?
Yeah, I would like to roll. What about you, Ollie?
Mhm.
Double 1.
Not the best roll. Could just make the ace. That's an option. I mean, you can also break the 8, go to the 6, but it's nice to have a blocking structure in front of their anchor and not ruin that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good landing spot, isn't it? For the
Yeah, also good landing spot. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we're really wasting much by doing this.
Okay.
No.
Fill in the other gaps later.
Yeah.
5-4. All right, and now double 4. Okay, so that's a great roll.
Nice. I think we just go all the way, right? It will be 24 pips. 20 pips ahead, I think. Yeah. After the
4-1. Okay, so now we have this is a very good position to study because these types of positions occur a lot, like the 20-point holding games. You want to think about what are the considerations you think about, Oliver, when you decide on the doubling decision here as black.
So it matters, of course, if you've got like extra landing spots, like the 7-point being made is useful. Also, the 10-point is probably useful there as well. So usually, like in a standard holding game against the 20-point anchor, you can double, like say, from about like 14 pips ahead or something. And with the 7-point being made, you can take up to being about 20 pips behind, usually.
Yeah.
So here, like, I think it's probably a double. What do you think? Because
yeah, I would double here, and I think they're gonna take probably.
because we're
Yeah,
effectively like
So
about 14 pips ahead with an extra landing spot.
if you were to be ahead in this race but have 5 checkers on the midpoint, would that affect your doubling decision?
Probably because there might not be any market losers if there's 5 checkers there, since the doubles that lose the market here wouldn't if there's 5 checkers on the midpoint.
So we're going to have players of all levels. Oliver, can you please explain what a market losing sequence is?
So it's a sequence when after our next roll, if we don't double, say we roll and then white rolls, and then on the next roll, if we then decide to double, white would have a pass instead of a take. So we've lost our market, which means we'll only win 1 point when we could have won 2 points. So by doubling them in before we lose the market, it means our equity on average will go up, since we gain on the situations where they would have a pass after the next sequence.
So basically what you were saying is if there were 5 checkers, it wouldn't be a double because there were no market losers. So the market loss is basically clearing the midpoint, right? That's your next objective. You cannot clear it with 5 on there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The other thing I noticed is with 3, it's a little bit different than if there were 2, because if there were only 2 checkers, now all those doubles, the double 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 work, but also with the extra landing spots, you have 6, 5, 6, 3, and 5, 3 that work, but not with 3
Mhm.
checkers.
Hmm.
Okay, so double, and you think it's a take?
Should be a take. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now 2-1.
Yeah, we could play 13-10.
Tanya.
What
Yeah.
do you think?
Prepared to clear the midpoint next time, right?
Yeah, try and
5, 3. Okay, now double 1.
could just play 10. 10 to 6 is an option, but an option is also to make the 9 and go further with the checker there.
This looks more
It's
pure to me.
more flexible, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's best
Yeah.
best to like
Mm,
reduce the number of gaps in position.
Okay.
yeah,
Double 3.
he's
Wow, the race is getting
easier.
closer. Okay.
Only
Double 2.
yeah. So 13-11 will be 10 pips ahead after the roll, I think. So
Hmm.
so I was to think if we should block their double sixes from their anchor or not when the race is a bit close, but the
So what are the options after this?
one option is just to go further to the 9 point.
Okay.
And one option is to play 8-4 after that.
Mhm.
And then one option is also to just make the 4 point.
Okay. So we'll start with this.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts, Oliver?
Well, I think usually like when it's only like 10 pips ahead, we usually want to keep a blocking structure to block
Yeah.
the double 6.
Mm.
I think we'd have to be slightly more ahead to play 11-9 twice. So
Yeah.
I think either I might play 8-4, but in either one of 8-4 or 6-4 twice.
Yeah.
The
Probably
third
have
one,
points.
and then the last one, it's a matter of whether you want to make a crossover or make an interboard point.
Yeah. And also if you want to save a number to keep
Save
the
this.
structure for one more roll. So there those I'm not sure about the last two here. Maybe just 8-4 is fine.
Yeah, I think it's maybe more race efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also nice to have 2 on each point. Makes them easier to just clear.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
Now 4-2. All right, makes the board. 5-4.
Yeah. Now we could just clear the 11. I mean, if we clear one of the other points, it can be pretty difficult to clear the 11 later on. But
Yeah, since White's got a really strong board now, we don't
yeah,
want to risk leaving a
so
shot. I think.
next time and third time. So yeah,
So your second choice would be something like this.
yeah, but
Yeah.
But you don't want to risk leaving shots later. Okay.
no, don't think so.
Okay.
Yep.
4-2. 2 in. Okay. Now 3-1.
Maybe just 6-3 first. Unstack a little bit. Could make the 3 or just also play to the 2. Or play 6-7 for an additional crossover. Yeah, that's 7-3. But Oliver is usually better at these than I am.
What do you think, Oliver?
I'm wondering if white's going to run next time with a 6. They probably won't, since they're still behind in the race.
Yeah. I mean, you can also clear the 9,
I
but
don't
then
know.
there's
Like, I'm not sure if, like, because it makes a difference whether white's going to run with a 6. Because if they are, we would want to make the 3 point, right? To
Yeah.
not have any blots in board.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're really losing out on much by making the 3 anyway. I don't think it's really wasting pips.
No.
So, like,
We can-
I think it's probably a good bet to do this, because if they will run, then we're happy that.
Yeah,
We
we
can
saw in the
just
last game with the extra crossovers in the other direction that it was sometimes right to break the contact, so maybe white will. Okay.
Yeah.
4-3. Obviously not yet. Now 3-2.
Yeah. We can just make the 4. It'll,
So now white must run with any 6, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's clear to do this now.
Okay. 5-2. Okay, now 3-2.
Yeah, now we need to I think we need to clear the 9 in order to keep the race efficient. What do you think?
It could be, but we could force white to break on things like 4-3, 4-4. There's like massive swing on 4-4.
Are you thinking 6-1?
That's an option, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We're only 7 pips ahead after the roll.
Even 4-2 and 4-1 is a big swing, I think, for white having to
Yeah.
break the board. So I think
Yeah.
this is okay.
Okay.
Okay, we can try this. See.
5-3. Okay, runs. All right. 3-1.
Just should we hit and lift? I mean, we're 1 pip behind.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
you need
Yep.
to do something.
5-4. Okay. 6-4. Okay.
Not the best roll. I mean, the one that leaves the least shots is to make the 2 point, but then we break our board. No, and another option is also just to play 8-2, 7-3. Can we look at that? Yeah, that's an equal amount of shots. The 2.
Have you considered that we could hit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can also do that.
Because if we're going to leave a shot, we might as well
Do it in the board anyway.
Gain on the numbers at which dance.
Yeah, and then 9-3. Yeah.
Yeah. I
we
think
can
it's
try.
going to be this. 16 dancing numbers are massive for the race.
Swing.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. 6-2. Okay, so now it's a play on.
Yeah.
All right, so now you can enjoy your tea.
No double.
Now, still no redouble.
Well, there is a shot.
Shot? No, 5-4. So let's try to save the gammon now.
Yeah.
6-5. All the way like that?
Yeah.
1, 3.
Okay, we saved it.
Yeah. All right, now we'll analyze the second game. Pretty straightforward at the beginning. The double 6 was there. The double 1, and these were actually close. And then the double 4 was just bringing things around. And here, turns
I
out
was
it's
a little bit
small
too
more
early.
double. I think maybe one more pip.
Yeah, maybe because of
Yeah.
just the wasted pip on the 1 point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That one extra pip makes it a double. Okay, so it's close. And then these were straightforward. The double one was just like that. And this was, yeah, these two were close, but it didn't like the 13-9, this one,
Mhm.
because of what we discussed. Okay. And then the 5-4, yeah, this was the time to clear that. And then here, these were all tied. And here was making the 4-point. Was not a lot of interesting things. And yeah, these two turned out to be close. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here was the pick and pass, and this was the interesting one. That was a difficult decision. But Oliver, as you explained, if you're gonna leave a shot, you might as well pick up on those dancing numbers. And that was it. Save the gammon. Okay, for the next game, start with a 5-2.
Yeah, just down and split.
Right,
See,
okay, very good.
we're gonna hit us. 3.
Double 6. Okay, 5-2. Now 4-2.
Could come in. Can you try and put the checker on the 23? And then come down 13-9? Duplicate some of her numbers this way.
Do you mean like
Try. What?
duplicate the numbers? Do you mean like double 4?
Like 4, 3. Duplicated for 2 really, really, really good
Your own
things.
number. You mean
The
your own
anchor and but can you try and
duplicate our own
put
numbers?
sticker on the 21 and 13-11? I mean, that's the anchor we rather want to make with any
Yeah,
3.
I think so. Because if you make
Yeah.
the 5-point,
So,
we really want to make the 21 rather than, because we could
yeah.
get primed in. We're stuck on the 23.
So this is your preference?
Yeah. I think that's
Okay.
my preference.
Yep.
Okay, 4-3 hits twice, and now 4-2 comes in.
Mhm.
5, okay, contact. 6-1. So
Yeah. I see hitting on the 14 and also just making the 7 and making the 7 and hitting leaves less shots, and it's a permanent asset for a long time in the game, but it doesn't give us as much ground in the race.
But if you can point on head, it's usually right to do so. You need a very
Yeah,
strong
I
reason
mean,
not to point on head.
yeah, I would probably do this. I mean, to make a point and hit instead of just hit.
it also leaves some
Yeah.
bad sixes from the bar.
Yeah.
Think about that. Okay. 6-5, that's not a bad 6 from the bar. Okay. 6-2, so here's the 2.
I think 30. Very much behind. To jump out looks most. We're probably gonna get hit, but it looks like we break our structure the least. I mean, an option is 8-2, but it just looks very impure and stripped, and like looks like we want to prime the last checker or not. We cannot really prime if we put the checker there as easily. I would probably just
Out. Lack of alternatives.
yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
So if you were white, would you double here?
Yeah.
Think so? Okay.
Are you asking me or?
Both of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I
I don't think I would double.
Not yet.
no.
The gaps.
Wait
And
for the straggler.
yeah, the gaps in the position, and you've still got one back man to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So not yet. Okay, so now Gonna need to perform.
Maybe now. Yeah.
5-2.
Maybe could just come out.
Yeah. I mean, it's 6-4 is like could be an option, but it's probably worse to risk getting pointed on the 5 point.
Yeah, I mean that looks pure. Oh, we're very much behind.
Yeah, this could well be right actually.
That looks nicer. Yeah.
Would it provoke a double?
It probably would, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Not sure.
I mean, you have the anchor. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see.
Yeah, I like this play.
4-1.
Yeah.
We'll step up and hit, and now 5-4. Okay, so that's good.
Oh,
5,
nice.
4. Okay, good. 6-3. In and out. Okay. Down. Double 1.
Oh, that's nice.
So
Just make the 5 and hit on the 3. It's an option.
Yeah.
I think so.
1-2. All right, makes the point. Double
Yeah.
3.
Oh, nice. Can we try and look at the hit on the 2 point? Oh yeah, from the 8 point. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, and can we look at?
If you just enter with a 4, it doesn't look like
Yeah,
progress.
yeah. I thought about also looking at 7-4 twice and 8-2. Looks nicer. Okay, yeah, that was one option.
We could just play 23-20 twice.
Yeah, that's also one, and then
And 13-10 maybe.
yeah, twice.
And then another one I see is possibly like this, and then making the 4 point.
Making the 4. Yeah.
Yeah, this could be better than 13-10. Against a single black man, creating a stronger home board, preparing to attack next turn.
Yeah, we're not lost in the race anymore. So
I think making the 4 is for sure.
yeah, stepping up also looks nice since.
And yeah, I think making the
And having the spares, it's nice to run with that one.
Okay,
yeah,
so you like
it stops anything
Yeah.
going badly wrong in the next sequence.
Okay.
Yeah.
3-1. Okay. Now 5-2. So
I think just to the midpoint. Yeah.
that's the advantage of having a spare there.
Yeah.
5-3. It's gonna run. So 6-4, 2-1, and 3s. 2-1 works.
Oh, nice hit. Yeah.
4-2. Okay, so something's got to give. Makes the point.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm
it's quite
thinking.
volatile.
Yeah, it looks very volatile. 6s and 3s are very good. 10 we're 10 pips behind, but it looks doubly-ish.
Yeah, like any hit followed by a fan, and we must be like way past the market.
Yeah.
So I think just for volatility's sake, it must be a cube, and I wouldn't be like so quick to snatch it as white either.
No.
So I think it must be a double.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now we'll review the final game. The 5-2 was standard, and then double 6 couldn't come in. And the 4-2, yeah. So you like coming up because that's the point you want to make. Very good. And the 4-2 was forced, and the 6-1, yeah. This would have been the next play, actually. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 6-2, yeah, there were lack of alternatives. And the 5-2, yeah, you found it. This is the second play. And that's one of the things that's actually really good to understand. Oftentimes people make the wrong play by failing to even identify the top play. So the fact that you looked at these two top plays is actually really good. Um, okay, then the 5-4 was good, and the double one, and this was the double three. Ah,
Yeah,
I
we should have
confused it
done.
all over. I guess this
What?
blocks the 6-2, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it also
It's a builder
make
for that point.
yeah, and it also
Yeah.
makes him have. He only needs in the other one. He only needed
A
a
5
5
to escape,
and
right?
something to
Here,
escape. In
here he
here,
needs
he
a
needs
2 and then a
a
5.
2
Yeah.
and then a 5. So
Makes
So
it
the
much
that's
more
the
difficult to escape. I guess we can just play around
yeah,
with the spare checker from the 20 point, and yeah, it's
yeah,
just it's an extra step for white to escape.
yeah.
right, okay. And then the 5-2 was running, and this was a great shot, and this was a pass because of that. Interesting.
It's like impure structure, I guess. It's like a failed blitz position for white. It's
Right.
Yeah. The point on the ace and the
difficult to take
2
these.
blots and our board and our anchor. And yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about the market losers. What I like to look at is the dice distribution. So you go to analyze dice distribution. So you will see this pop-up window. The first thing I do is click the icon with the most red bars, and then after double take, it'll show you the highest level of analysis. And then I go to the graph tab, and this will show you all your rolls. The first thing I like to do is double click this. This gives you a 2D view. And now this shows just the first roll so far, but anything that's above 1 loses the market. So you see like those rolls where you hit the double 6, double 3, 6, 3, 4, 3, all the threes, they lose your market, and some of them lose it by a lot. And when you don't hit, you're still doing pretty okay. And then you can also look at the second rolls. So these are all the possible dancing rolls that are really good. So that
Mhm.
shows you a lot. The
Yeah.
other thing is, what could we have done to make it a take here?
A take.
Well, it's probably still a double if you play 8-6 and remove the block
Yeah.
position. That's going to be a big take.
If you move what
If you play like 8 to 6 and remove the block from that side of the board,
from white?
Yeah.
I think it's probably still a double, and that's going to be a big take.
Yeah. So that indicates that this blot was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we knew, I guess.
And what if the blot were here? Still a pass.
Yeah.
And what if you didn't have
Maybe make the 2 point instead of the 1 point for white. And
so the moving it from 8 to 9 makes it a take, and then you were
Mhm.
saying make the boards.
make the 2 point and then the 9 point. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is a small take.
So make and this.
No, I mean white's 9 point
White's 9 point.
to compensate for the pips.
Oh yeah, to compensate. Yeah. Still.
Yeah, just a
Okay.
bit more purity in white's structure.
Yeah. It's very close there. Yeah.
Very close. Well played. So outstanding session. That was a lot of fun. I tell people the most important thing is to have fun, and number 2 to learn. I feel like we did that. What are your thoughts about the session, Anna Sophia? It's your first time.
Yeah, it was very much fun. Thank you. I enjoyed it. Pleasure.
My pleasure. And then what is something you learned that you can remember for next time? Any interesting
Uh,
position?
my memory is not that great, but maybe I will think about the. I guess I knew about the mutual holding games about the 14 pips. Oliver talked about where the double was. Slight mistake. I think 20 millipoints. I think I knew that it's usually just a double pass if you have 3-4 anchors in front of the anchor of the 3-4 points in front of the anchor of the opponent. It's usually a pass if the
Yeah.
if
I
you're
think the main
that
point
much
is
ahead
just I think the
in
main point
the
is just having the 7 point usually. That's the one that makes the most difference, and any extra
yeah
points can sometimes be liabilities to clear.
yeah.
So,
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
but yeah.
try and think about that also with the 3 checkers on the midpoint also, where it can be a take. And also maybe about our own home board, because I guess the buried checker on the ace made it a little bit early, and that was just interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. What are your thoughts? Any interesting positions, Oliver?
Yeah, my short-term memory isn't so good either. So, but but I'll certainly look back over the match, and yeah, I really enjoyed the session, and yeah, I hope the viewers enjoyed it too and picked up some things, and yeah, it was
It's
nice.
always a pleasure, especially when we have two players discussing. There's a lot more learning. I felt like maybe that double three towards the end was an interesting one.
Yeah, that was very interesting, but the answer was very simple actually. It made it so much more difficult for him to escape with the correct play compared
Yeah,
to the other plays at the same time as advancing your own anchor. Uh,
Well,
yeah,
so
very
with
good.
being ahead in the race, like creating that extra step to escape has got to be big. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. It's been a pleasure to have both of you on. You both have an open invitation to return at your convenience. Any upcoming tournaments? When are you going to win your next doubles championship?
Hopefully in Aachen in June, is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully.
yeah,
I
we're
saw
gonna
they
go
had
and
one
try and defend that
recently in
title.
December. Wasn't there one recently in December? I think they had a second one.
Uh, in
Could
Aachen,
be, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, because
I think they had one. Yeah.
there was one, and this is so I'll tell you a story. I did a video like this with two of my Danish friends, Christian Munk Christensen and Daniel Sorensen, which both of you probably know. And that was immediately before that second Aachen tournament. And they drove together to Aachen the next day, and Christian ended up winning the tournament after having done the video. So it brings good luck.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. I wish you both very good luck and much success in the future. Any final comments before we conclude the video? We'll start with Anna Sophia, please.
Yeah, please remember to subscribe to Alex's channel. He makes such a good work for the backgammon community. It's amazing how much you do, and that you can just go on YouTube and enjoy backgammon for hours. So please subscribe, and if you don't have a YouTube user, create one so you can subscribe to his channel. Would be amazing.
Thank you very much. Oliver, any final comments from you?
Yeah, just really enjoyed it today, and yeah, anyone watching, just keep absorbing backgammon content. Let's spread the word, sharing
Yeah,
of this game.
Yeah, it's a great way to learn and promote the game, and those are parts of the reasons why I created this channel. We'll go ahead and end the video. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. If you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and until then, keep rolling your dice.